Why would you look at that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This right here is the best firework assortment ever made by yours truly, CodyBPyrotechnics. This is something that has been in the works for a very, very long time. In fact, at the last PGI, you guys may remember I showed you a sneak peek of this and that it was coming out this year. Well, I'm excited to announce that it is finally available at most retailers across the nation who carry Dominator fireworks. Now, this one right here, I picked up from AmericanWholesaleFireworks.com. If you guys would like to check them out, you can save 10% on all your purchases using the coupon code in the description. This assortment right here costs $400. So if you wanted to get 10% off of this thing, head on over to American Wholesale to pick it up. But anyway, can you guys believe this? I finally got my own firework assortment. How long have I been talking about doing something like this? Inside of this absolute monster of a firework assortment, which by the way, we will be unboxing, you get a mix of 500-gram cakes, 200-gram cakes, ball shells, and canister shells, a freaking Girandola. You get some fountains, a giant Roman candle, and even some sparklers, because as you know, snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like. Well, I never thought I'd see the day where I'm unboxing my own firework assortment. Guys, this is a pretty special moment for me. I just want to thank you all again for all the continued support throughout the years. Back in the day when I was doing assortment unboxings on my channel, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of those videos really sucked, but I had a great time doing it for you. And here we are in 2026. I'm about to unbox my very own firework assortment, all because of your continued support. So again, guys, just thank you. I don't say it enough. Now, full transparency here. FedEx actually drove their forklift into the side of this thing. I'm just gonna get this over with and show it to you right away. So yeah, take a look at that. Forklift punch right through there, and it looks like they even hit my shell kit, so that's lovely. I'm not trying to bash FedEx, okay? They are the ones that deliver all of my fireworks, and I have never had this issue before. It's just, isn't it a little bit ironic that the only firework package that has ever been stuck with a forklift happens to be my assortment? You really can't make this stuff up. So anyway, I don't think that's gonna affect anything in here. I did take a look at it. The ball shells are still intact. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the best assortment ever by me. All right, so first up, we've got the USA candle here by Dominator Fireworks. Now, I just recently tested this thing out in a different video, and it was pretty good. Super patriotic for the 250th anniversary. So at least you're getting some patriotic stuff within this assortment if you so choose to buy it. All right, giant 500-gram cake here called Nishiki Willow, 16 shots. As you guys know, this is one of my favorite 500-gram cakes by Dominator. I had to put it in the assortment. Then we have a 2-pack of the 4th of July cone. Matter of fact, just the other day, I did a video on these as well. 2 cone fountains inside, and for their size, they actually perform very well. All right, this is the one that was stabbed by the forks. Take a look at that. Lovely. Most YouTube people would have like taped that up, made it look real nice, but this is the Cody B channel, and it's raw over here, baby. So I'm gonna open what's left of this box, and I'll get a little closer here. So these are the Nishiki ball shells. They are 175-inch in diameter. Best Willow ball shells on the market, hands down. All right, we've got the Forthnite, or the Fortnite. This is another great cake by Dominator Fireworks. We've got Touch the Sky here. This is a 200-gram cake. I had to throw this one in the assortment because I'm a storm chaser, so we do have the 16-shot silver cyclones. Kind of a cool effect on this one. Then we got the 16-shot 200-gram cake called Rowdy Rampage. Did you honestly believe that I would come out with a firework assortment and not have a Girandola in it? Well, if you thought that, you were dead wrong, because this also comes with the Up, Up, and Away. This one, not by Dominator. This is by Hero Pyro brand. It's that little Girandola. I try to light these things off every year, so I had to get that one in the assortment as well. Now, as if the ball shells weren't cool enough, we also have 6 of the Nishiki Kamuro 5-inch canister shells right here. Comes with a big fiberglass tube. Willows are like one of my favorite effects of all time, so this assortment is loaded with them. Okay, I might have overdone it on the Willows because we also have Nishiki Thunder here. This is a 20-shot by Dominator Pro level, and I have used this in firework displays before, and sometimes you can't tell the difference between this and a 500-gram cake. All right, we've got the 8-shot Ultra Red there. We got this really cool looking one, kind of an interesting label on it too. It feels kind of fun. This is the 200 gram 16 shot G-Shock. So take a look at this. We've got the 4th of freaking July. So you can actually get the 4th of July inside of my assortment. All jokes aside, this is a great 20 shot 200 gram cake here. Now, if you light fireworks off where you're not supposed to, somebody might call the SWAT team. So this is the 500 gram SWAT team that features 20 shots of brocades with strobes, all sorts of cool stuff in this one. If I'm not mistaken, this is the largest cake in the assortment. This is called Wildcat, and it is a 9 on a board in a box. You just open this top cover here to find the fuse and you shoot it off. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It's like canister shell breaks. Now, lastly, for the giant cakes, I'm a bit of a show builder myself, so I had to include the Howling Peony. As you guys know, I've shot this off in firework displays before, and this thing goes about 3 times the height as anything else you're looking at on the table. That Howling motor goes super high up into the air, so we'll be sure to show you that one tonight as well. 25 shot angler here, just an all-around great cake. Shaking it around, big rocket engines inside. So now for the fun stuff. As you guys know, snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like. So this comes with 2 packs of sparklers. You guys know the little zipper things? So in my assortment, I included not 1, but 2 packs of those bad boys. We're almost to the best item in the whole assortment. But before we get there, we have a 3-pack of the XL Crackle here by Dominator Pro Level. Imagine this like a crackling ball on steroids that literally never ends. So I wanted to give you something bang for your buck with duration. You're definitely gonna get it with these. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is hands down the best item in this assortment, and here's why. Now, if you guys remember back in the day, I swore an oath to my subscribers that one day I would come out with my own firework assortment, and if I ever did, I would load up the box fountain that we all hate with tubes. This is the large friendship fountain. See that word there? It says large. Should we open it up and show you how large? Look at all that wasted space. When I make a firework assortment one day, and believe me, I will, it's probably gonna be with Dominator Fireworks, I'm going to put this in the assortment. Like, me and Dominator are gonna make this, but load it with tubes, essentially making fun of all the firework companies that do this. So if I could just get this thing open, are you guys ready for this? You're not gonna believe it. So this is my box fountain, okay? They're not all like this, only mine, and you can only get it inside this assortment. Take a look at that, folks. This is what I've wanted since I was a kid. We've got 4 freaking fountains packed into this thing, and it actually has weight to it. So in most other firework assortments, when you find these box fountains, I hate it because you open it up and there's one little tube right here. So I wanted to be sure to also have a box fountain, but make it off the chain. And that's what we've done with this one. I'm still having a hard time realizing that this is actually reality here. This is my very own firework assortment on the classic white table with my very own fountain design. I am so proud of this thing. I really think I put together a solid firework assortment. This is the best that Dominator and I could do. And also, let me tell you, this firework assortment is very heavy. So if you go to purchase this thing, make sure you have like 2 people to help lift it so you don't get injured. Anyway, I just want to pan across the table one more time, get you some up-close shots of everything you get inside the best assortment ever by CodyBPyrotechnics. Had to have some sparklers in there. You know, looking back, I should have put snakes and sparklers in there. I wasn't freaking thinking. Maybe next year I will do that. Here it is. We're gonna get it all set up and test everything out. By the way, I'm not gonna lie to you guys about anything. So if something isn't up to quality here, it's gonna be on video. Nothing here is getting cut out or deleted. Every one of these fireworks will be lit off. All right, so I have everything from my assortment all lined up. I've got all of the little stuff over here and then the big guns over there. So we're just gonna kind of go in order from smallest to largest. This is usually how I do assortments anyway. So here we go. All right, so these are the sparklers. And yes, we are going to sit here and watch them because they're the only ones I like. And this is my assortment, my rules. I'm forcing you to watch it. If you skip ahead, you better just unsubscribe so you're not a pyro. Look at that. Nice molten lava. I can't believe I'm doing my own assortment. It's still very surreal. What the heck? Wow. Look at the duration on that. All right, well, those are my sparklers. Now let's see my XL Crackle ×2. I have plans for the third one. Stay tuned. All right, so this is 2 of the XL Crackle. So again, crackling ball on steroids. Check this out. Hopefully it doesn't light off my other pile, because I had something fun I wanted to do with this. But that was supposed to be next, not right now. Oh, I hope it doesn't light it. I see some sparks going over there. Never-ending crackling ball. Gotta love it. Thank you guys so much for the support over the years. This is still like just mind-boggling to watch. Like I'm watching these crackling things and just realizing that's out of my assortment. Crazy. Never ending, that's for sure. But we're gonna watch. No skipping. If you skip, you're not a pyro. Those are the rules. Almost 2 minutes on these. Also, I couldn't ask for a better night. There's no wind right now. Perfect. You guys wanted bang for your buck. I mean, what do you expect? 2.5 minutes. So that's over 6 minutes of fireworks if you let them off one at a time. It doesn't want to end. There it is. Now, one thing I wanted to do was set off a whole pack of those zips with one of those, but first, let's just see a pile on its own, just in case that doesn't work. Okay, here we go. This is 6 of them in total. Love it. That's the best sound ever. All right, so now we're gonna try to set off a pile of them with this crackling thing. I have a feeling when it gets to the bottom, it's gonna set them off. Little experiment. Who'da thunk? Don't you dare skip ahead. You are allowed to make popcorn, and that is it. Oh, there they go. Well, there went one. Are they all going? Yep. There they go. That's awesome. Honestly, we just need to make a firework that does that. Crackle with zips. Dominator fireworks. What are we doing? Next year. I'll try to lower the brightness a little bit. I know it can be tough to see at times. There's other fireworks over there, so hopefully it doesn't set any of those off. So far it hasn't. It ain't done. Sweet. All right, here goes 2 of the 4th of July cones. Now, the reason I'm doing both at once is because I just lit these off individually the other day. So if you care to check out that video, go ahead. But, you know, we already did 1. Let's see 2. see is what you get. Now this is the one I'm most excited for. You guys know what box fountains do. Wait till you see this one. This is my box fountain, baby. White strobe and all. Yeah. See, most of these things would end like right after this. It would just be over. Nothing else in the box. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the CodyB way. We're really doing it up. Look at all these different effects in here. Oh God, it's gonna light that Girandola, isn't it? Oh, please don't. Please don't do it. Oh, it's gonna. Now this, folks, is a box fountain. I mean, come on. Look at this thing go. For its size, unbeatable. All right, you guys ready to make some noise? Here goes my Girandola. Check this out. Those things just never get old. All right, this is the USA Barrage candle. Check it out. We did test this out already. So I'm gonna stay down here for a sec, just till they get a little lower in the tube. There we go. Now we'll go up. So you can see red strobe with blue stars and white stars. Red, white, and blue, baby. Some little pops up there. I don't care what anybody says, this is the best assortment. This is what I always wished I could have bought. I just was never able to find one like this. All right, so before we do the canister shells, let's see the ball shells. So we're gonna test all 6 of the Nishiki ball shells. Those are nice. Real ball shells, that's what I wanted. And they touch the ground. All right, let's see another one of those. Look at that, fills the screen. We'll do the next one in ×1 and the last 3 in wide. We will also do the canister shells that way, just so it's fair, so you guys can see what wide angle looks like. But so far, it's all been ×1. Look at this, all the way down. All right, same thing, but this is what they look like in wide angle. They're gonna look smaller, but at least this way, see, even here they fill the screen. That's how you know they're a real ball shell. Another one of those in wide. There you go, wow. And this is the last one of those, also in wide angle. And these are nice. And I have tested these before and I gave them a good review, so you know I'm not lying just because it's my own assortment. Nishiki Kamuro canister shell time, baby. We'll do 3 in ×1 like this. Oh, that's... Yeah. There goes another one of those. So clearly, twice as loud as the ball shells, but, you know, because it's a can, you don't get that symmetry. Look at that, though. Man, they're loud. We'll do one more in ×1. I gotta admit, it's crazy going from ball shells to something like this. 3 times the loudness. All right, we have switched to wide angle. Let's see what they look like now. There, you can finally see the whole thing. Second to last. Then we do cakes. Ooh. Ooh, that was the best one in the kit. And this is the last one. Nishiki Kamuro, 60 gram, 5-inch can. Nice red. I like that they go high enough where we're not gonna start fires. We are officially moving on to the good stuff. I chose that one for the finale. You'll see why. Let's kick things off with the silver Cyclone. This is a weird, strange effect. Look at that, little spirals. They're officially called tourbillons, I believe. Well, maybe not, because a tourbillon is like a rising effect, right? So what would you actually call that? I guess a cyclone. Now we got the Rowdy Rampage. Some beautiful red, white, and blue effects. Those are perfect. Like I said, I'm not just saying that because it's mine. I would actually give this a good review. Sweet. Next one up is Touch the Sky. This is kind of a bigger 200-gram cake. In your face. Right. Next one up is G-Shock. And so far we've recorded all of these in ×1. I may switch to wide on the 500 gram, not sure yet. Look at that. Got that center effect. Still don't fully know what that's called. I believe it's a pistol. Either way, I like it. You don't find a lot of anything with that in there anymore. Beautiful. All right, this is it. Peak fireworks. 4th of July itself. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna miss the Crackle mine. White lace up there. Just like in the CODY neon. Now we switch to red lace. Ultra red. This one has 2 shots for the finale, but it does go straight right away. Check this out. Big red. Oh man, I should have been rolling in wide. But that was your finale. Moving on, this is one of my favorites. I've used it in shows before. Nishiki Thunder. I mean, for a 200 gram, check this out. Look, it even has the matching gold mine. I just hate to roll everything in wide angle because then it makes the effects look small. So that's where we're gonna miss a little bit of that. Dang it. Look at that. Very pretty. Okay, don't get the SWAT team called on you this 4th of July. Unless it's this cake that you're lighting. It'd be funny if that was the reason they came. It's because of this cake. Big breaks. So far, I am very pleased with how this is performing. I gotta admit, not every firework is perfect, and I can't do everything all at once. But I think for what we got, we really got some good stuff. Look at that. Wow. I'm just happy to do it, honestly. All right, we're taking our first big step up. This is Forthnite, bigger tubes, longer tubes. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can hear it. So this one's got some mixed effects. You don't get all the same thing. Man, some of those are really hanging. Love that. All right, this is officially the biggest one in the lineup, Wildcat. I didn't want to do it last though. You'll see why. Yeah, they're like mini canister shells in a way. Kind of like a downsized 9 on a board. There you go. I got to admit, I was torn between these two for the finale, but I think we are still going to save that one just because it goes the highest. Second to last, this is Nishiki Willow, one of my all-time favorite Dominator cakes. Yeah, that's pretty. These are the biggest breaks we've had tonight. That's why I love this cake so much. It had to be in here. So if you were wondering, yes, this one has the biggest breaks in the whole kit. I think you guys are really gonna like that Howling Peony. Wow. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that really butters my egg roll. Bet you didn't see that coming. I hate that it's coming to an end, and we are switching to wide angle for this. This is the Howling Peony 25 shots, our grand finale. Also, it does have an E-match if you wanted to use this one in a show, because it is kind of a pro item. Check this out. Yeah, it's got like 3 times the height on anything else we've lit off tonight. Yep. If you are stranded at sea, you're gonna want to use that one to get the attention of the Coast Guard. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed my selections. Again, this is my assortment. Thank you so much for the support over the years. And like always, we'll see you next time.